Hey guys, how's it going? Once again, good morning, Al. Good to see you. Let me post my usual comments, my welcome comments, and welcome, folks. There we go. So today, okay. So here's the news thus far. Uh, Yesterday, blown in insulation day. I'm hot, sweaty, exhausted. R44, 13 inches of blown insulation. Got the insulation just past insulation final. So all I've got left are four finals. It's basically going to be mechanical, electrical, sorry, five finals. Mechanical, which is air conditioning. Electrical, low voltage electrical, which is all the, you know, TVs and internet, and plumbing. So those four: mechanical, electrical, plumbing, low voltage, and the building finals. So I've just got five finals left. All I have to do is finish the house, do a blower door test, and I'm done. And I'm done. So, man, I wish it was that easy. It's still another. I don't know how long it is away, but so my shoulder, this one, is killing me. So from all the, I can't even raise my arm, and my knee last night it gave out on me. I could barely walk. I've got the brace on it. I've got it iced. So I am concentrating today on electrical work. Where in the world is that now? It's down there. Let me see if I can lower this a little more for you guys. There we go. There's one leg. Holy cow, when is the last time? Forget it. I don't know when the last time I lowered this thing was. So, excuse my shoddy camera-ness right now. I'm trying to reconfigure the tripod. Normally I do this before, but I didn't expect to be this low to the ground. Hey, Mitch, how's it going? Good to see you. Such as it is. There we go. All right, this should do it. All right. And yeah, well, as good as it's going to get. All right. Yeah, doing some wonderful electrical work. And yes, all the power is off, despite the fact that you see lights here. Ow. Pinch myself here. So we trim this as best as possible. Take our prepared, I cut a bunch of ground strips and place them on there because this is going to go a little weird. Gotta reach back and get on my tools. There's no point in having setting up two tool things. That's by the way, this is a wire stripper, so I'm stripping them to the proper length as specified by the manufacturer of the boxes. Not that it matters. Most electricians just go by eye. Pull my neutrals up left, pull my grounds down right, and my power up right. And then this way, First I put these in. Helps if my screwdriver is at hand. And of course it's not. I'll be right back, folks. Just looking for the screwdriver. Alrighty. Always make sure it's inserted all the way. Then I'm going to connect the grounds. With a Wago strip. I love me some Wago strips. 1, 2. Come on. There we go. Make sure it's inserted all the way, folks. The last thing you want is a poor connection. All right. Then flip it around. And now it's upside up. And we put in all the final connections. Simple electrical work. Well, not simple for some, but at the age of 14, I was extremely interested in this stuff. Bend, 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 and push in, twist, push in, and now it's nice and flexible for the right fit. And we are good to go. There's one very nice electrical connection. All right, next one, folks. There's going to be a lot of them. The good news is, if you want to talk to me, the camera's right next to me, so I'll be ready to chat at any point in time. Here's the next one. Take my comfy chair. So yesterday, I put in R44 in this puppy. We've got some major too many tools, too little space. Some major insulation. It's a beautiful thing. When's the last time you had a train wreck? Huh? You're gonna have to I'm not following the thought, so you're gonna have to elaborate on that for me. Oh, train wreck. Yes. Sorry. Wow, my mind went blank. Yeah. My cousin is referring to a nice local restaurant around here called the Train Station, which serves a wonderful dish called the train wreck. And the last time I had it, it's been a while. Looking forward to another one. It's been at least a couple of weeks, maybe 3. I went with, when Gato was here. So, yeah, it's been about 3 weeks. 1, 2, and 3. Feet up upside down. Now these are the easy ones because I've got such a deep box in here that I don't need to cut them short. I don't need to, I could work comfortably. There's some others that are up against the wall, which are like half boxes. They're very, very short, and they're very annoying. You got to practically cram everything in there. Bend here, bend there, and there we go. I think I put a new tip on this. This tip kind of sucks. There we go. As you guys can see, it's a nice solid connection right there. And moving on to the next one. So yeah, the last time I had a train wreck was probably 3 weeks ago with my daughter. And oh yeah, actually, I know exactly when it was. It was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Sorry, that's not very exact, is it? It was when I went to Miami. It was the trip I took to Miami. Where's the stripper here? Let me cut these a little shorter. So when I went to Miami that morning, Gato went up to Gainesville, and I went to Miami with my wife, and all 3 of us went over to, and he was working. All 3 of us went to the train station. But it's been a while. Oh, why is this thing? Hang on. That's not a clean strip. Let me just. There we go. Okay. Okay. You know what? I don't have any light in here. I'm going to turn the light on as soon as I finish this outlet because it's annoying not having light. trying to reach back and get the right piece. Looks like I'm gonna have to get up. Figures right in front of my face. One, 2 grounds, 3 grounds. Make sure they're all nice and tight. And now we connect these. Goodness gracious. Some of these are not open, but most of the time they come with both sides open, so that was very strange. See what I mean? This side's already open. But I suppose some movement will cause them to always check all the wires. And here we go. Bend that down, bend that up. Always do the bottom one first because it's a lot easier to move the bottom one with the top loose than it is the other way around. There we go. Now, next one. But first, I'm going to, you know what? I think I'll raise you guys and do it from a little farther angle. That way you guys can see my face as I'm going. Sorry, it takes a lot longer to raise this tripod than it does my other one. But it is what it is. All right, let's see. And now I'm going to broadcast from the right. Now, folks, give me a second. Let me turn on the light to the room. Much better. It's a beautiful rainy day, but as a result, I can barely see a thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got every single one of these marked. Shrink wrap, and it says to receptacle in closet. This one is from receptacle on left, which is that one. So I know exactly if there's an issue, I know where the problem is coming from. There we go. I was going to say it's going in, but it's not going in all the way. Missing one here too. Okay, let's do this the right way. There we go. Tight, tight, tight. Just make sure they're tight, folks, because sometimes they just look like they go in, but they don't. The last thing you need is an art fault. Good enough. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing well? Or as they say in the South, everybody doing good? I always remember, folks, ground to ground, which is connected on the yoke. Silver screws are most often, but it should be if it's UL listed, but you never know. White or neutral rather, and then the black goes to the gold screws, which are the power. But all this gets checked afterwards. Next. Okay. We are about to create some more. Let's go out there and create some more outlets because I don't want to do it here. I can do it standing up comfortably. You're asking, what do you mean create outlets? Well, many of these are wired in series. So when they're wired in series, there's 2 wires of each, 2 grounds, 2 neutrals, 2 hots, one going in, one going out. The receptacle itself can easily handle the 2 and then save space there by not having to, there are some electricians that say, oh, no, you have to join them together and then go to the outlet. It makes really no difference. But, obviously it makes a difference if you have a fault. If you have a loose screw, but that's easily detectable. You're missing, you've got power to almost all the outlets, and then it's in one of 2 outlets. Anyway, so this, unfortunately, there's only 1 ground screw on the outlets. So I connect a wire to the ground screw, and then I connect a Wago connector. This is certified to be used as good as, or roughly, actually, if it's done properly, as good as, if not better than wire nuts. Wire nuts sometimes go off. Some people don't put them right. You can never tell what's inside. These things, if you insert the wire all the way, they are, I don't want to say infallible, but pretty darn close. So, used another box of outlets up, so let's grab another box. And here we go. And like I said, what I'm going to end up doing is I'd rather do it here where I'm comfortable standing up as opposed to sitting down and making a mess. So, got a garbage can right next to me because I'm going to have to empty out a bunch of boxes in boxes in boxes, whatever. 2 plates, 2 outlets, and box. 2 more plates, 2 more outlets, and box. I'm going to put the plates in here so I don't lose them, because I'm not ready for them yet until I finish painting, but I'm going to cover everything up. I've got these socket blockers that will cover everything for painting. But I'd like to have them installed because I'm using some of them. You know, I've got, I don't want to say jury rigged, but I've got it connected temporarily to an extension cord. Which is why I have lights in here, etc., etc. And the last thing that I need, that and the fact that, you know, I have to do this sometime. I might as well do it today. It's not going to interfere with my painting or anything. I prefer to put the outlets in and put a little cover on them, not the actual plate, you know, because then that would take a lot of time to tape the plate and cover it up. But the actual cover, the actual socket blocker will cover that whole area and prevent, when I do the texturing, the last thing I want is a bunch of compound inside the box. When I do the painting, the last thing I want is a bunch of spray paint inside the box. So there's a method to my madness. Let's use this again. I'm going to need to put the grounds on these, so kind of, that's the second time I've scratched myself with these sharp ground wires. You gotta be careful, folks. You gotta be careful when you're doing stuff. This is why when you're building a house by yourself, that's a little nick there. When you're building a house by yourself, oftentimes you do want to do different tasks, you know, because you're used to doing one task like compounding, and then you got to go do another task like electrical. But here's the thing: when you're doing electrical, just like when you're doing soffit work or certain kinds of work, you got to watch out for sharp objects, you know. Just like, you know, because if you're used to, what I'm getting at is if you're doing compound and you're used to just working with mud and a spatula and you're not thinking of anything else, all of a sudden you switch to working with wires that can stab you and poke holes into you. You have to be cognizant of it. You have to be mindful of it. I like that cover. It's a much better cover. All the others are different. That's weird. There's 10 in each of these, so I'll uncap 10 at a time. I'll twist. So now what I'm doing is I'm twisting the there's the ground screw. I just untwist it all the way. It unless I force it, it won't go past a certain point. I put the hook on the thing, and that's how I prepare my outlets. And they'll have a pigtail at the. That's how I prepare my pigtails, I should say. So then. And this is all well and good, except, what the heck? Let me use the right tool for this. There we go. All right. And I'll throw them in the box because that's where I need them to be. Even now, my shoulder's on fire from yesterday and the day before. Now, mind you, they don't all have pigtails, because I never finished my thought earlier. It's I was telling you that about the it's only when it goes from one to another. You know, most of the end one only has one of each wire, has the 3 wires, has only one of each. That one is great because I don't need to have a pigtail on this, so I'll always have a few plain without pigtails. But we're looking at when we're doing a room, it's usually about 10 outlets per circuit, or 8 to 10 is what I like to do. And with 8 to 10 outlets per circuit, that's 8 or 9, 7 to 9 pigtails that I need, and only one without. So it is what it is. Some of these are annoyingly little. But they'll all hold up. I'm out of wires, folks. Give me a second. Let me go find some more. There we go. Waste not, want not. So what I'm doing is, I've got, when I made the wires very long on purpose. So I've got I usually cut them down a couple, 2, 3 inches. Officially, they got to be 3 inches sticking out of the box, 6 inches total from the end. And I usually do like 9 or 10 inches. So it's always just to have extra, because I know I'm going to cut them all anyway. And it's convenient because now I've got all these ground wires. But in the event that I don't have a ground wire, look what I got. I have a neutral and so a neutral is nothing more than a ground wire with an insulation on it, if you want to look at it that way. In some cases yes, in some cases no. I mean, obviously, there are some cases that the neutral, you see, this is the exact same wire size, but in some cases you got to be careful because like the larger cables, you'll have a number 2, and the neutral will be a number 4. Yeah, 2, 2, 4. So that means that the neutral is actually the ground is half as thick. So you're using thicker ground cables. And that's not a problem in most cases to have a thicker ground cable, but consistency. Everything's designed for a certain consistency. I don't mind going above and beyond, but as long as everything's above and beyond. I put all 20, you could do 15 amp outlets in your house with no problem. I can even run 15 amp cable, which Romex, 14.2 Romex for 15 amp receptacles. However, you go above and beyond and you do 20 amp. But I got 20 amp receptacles. I got 20 amp cable, the yellow Romex. I got 20 amp breakers. Everything's 20. Safety, safety, safety. Last thing you want to do is start a fire, especially in your own house. But that's, but anywhere really. I think I got a message, but I don't know from whom, so I'll look for it in a second. So these are the last of the, I've got another 4 left, outlets. And then I'll get back to wiring outlets. And after the outlets, I'm going to start doing, maybe I'll do it in between. I'm going to start doing the switches. Now all the switches that I have are Casa switches. And they're all Wi-Fi switches. They're all programmable. So the bottom line is, who should not be named, the A person, the A artificial intelligence from Amazon. She can control pretty much everything in the house. I do have firewalls and stuff like that, so nobody's going to be remote controlling my lights. Not to mention it's all local anyway. There's some people who just don't care and they just put it all out there on the internet, and I get it, and it's understandable. And they trust in their firewalls and this and that. There's a couple things, and I haven't a program for it specific to it. and I don't share what it is, but there's a couple things that I do like to control remotely. But for the most part, there's nothing that needs to be controlled that I can't control from my voice when I'm in here. One more. So how's everybody doing out there? Everybody good? I see between Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, I've got 20 people listening. Thank you all for dropping in. Let's go back to. I know when I'm relaxing at home, I don't feel like watching the same old shows. Sometimes I do. None of the new shows are any good, and they all last so short. So I'll put myself a YouTube video, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, these are going to be tough because they're very, very short box. This one's got a very short box, so we'll see what happens. I try to cut these as short as I can, but even so, it's not easy. What was that question, Mitch? Let's see here. Working on more probate stuff. Oh, joy. Snacky snack? This goes up. This goes up.
Sheesh, I'm never gonna need an outlet. I just realized how many there were.
What's that? Outlets?
I'm never gonna need one.
Hey, you're never gonna need. Yeah, you got 10 outlets in this. 9 outlets in this place. Well, 10 if you include the closet. Hey, you never know when you need some extra charging. I think Alex is watching.
Hello.
So, Alex, if you hear my daughter, Annie says hi. But he might just have it on mute because she's in the store. These are the toughest ones. The ones up against the wall because the box is so short. What's that?
That's the installation?
Yeah.
Funky.
Funky, huh? If you look, I think in the office, well, there's some scattered around out there, but in the office, there's I still haven't swept that part up, so that part's all over the place. So the easy part is this part. Now comes the tough part of putting it in. Surprising, but it works.
You don't have to turn off the power to this room?
Hmm?
You don't have to turn off the power to the room?
The breakers are separate from. I've got all the breakers off for the outlets. Normally, you're supposed to be working without any power at all, but I just connected an extension cord to temporarily give myself power to the lights, since the lights are all done. Going back to work?
Yeah.
Oh joy. See you later. That's my daughter. The problem with placing a what's this called? Give me a second, it'll come to me. The problem with placing a heat shrink on top of this thing is that it interferes sometimes with the machine, so it's a little tough to get a good strip, but I got a strip. All right, so next one. Get out of it. All right, here we go. Okay. I also ran out of Wago connectors. I'll be right back. Let me grab a few. Didn't realize how low I was till this morning, so I ordered another couple hundred. I probably won't need more than maybe 100, but if I include the warehouse when I get to it, it'll definitely need some, gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Let me do that one next, yeah. Well, that, and somehow, need a pair of pliers for this. Like I said, these are the only tough ones. Particularly when I can't see the darn hole. There we go. First time I've ever had a problem putting thing in, and it happens to be one of the shortest ones. Okay, folks. Not too bad. Just got to get the wires bent properly, and then everything else is fine. Oh yeah. The rest should be a lot easier. Yeah. A lot easier. Phew. Sit back, relax. Take the load off. It's right here in front of me. All right, so. And I'll test them all as soon as I finish. Show you guys the handiwork, because I can turn on a set of outlets. One, two, three. All right. I'm taking this one out because it's a little too long. Yeah, it's bent. I want it. It doesn't matter if a little sliver of copper shows, but it matters to me. There we go. don't want any chance of a short circuit anywhere. Okay. It's almost time for a new screwdriver bit. This one's just being annoying. All right. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. For some reason or another, somebody decided to give me a phone call and very bad spam call. Hang on. Just check one thing. Make sure I'm charging, because I am low on battery. Okay. Ready? Here's the next one. This is still going from one to another, so I still use a pigtail. But I'm looking forward to the last one, wherever it is. I think it's the TV. Yeah, the TV is the last one, and I don't have to worry about that. To the right, to the left, that down. Method to my madness. The kitchen, when I did it, was a blast. The kitchen was all single breakers. So I did that on purpose. I had one breaker per, so I can have 20 amps on the whole circuit. by itself. Oop, a little too much. That's all right. There you go. Good and solid. Okay, let's do the TV, folks. That's going to be an easy one, but I got to get another outlet. Actually, let me do the closet next. Yes, I even put an outlet in the closet. I put so many outlets in this place that, well, now granted, code requires a few outlets, but they require one every 12 feet. I put one every 4 feet, 6 feet, but 4 to 5 feet is roughly what I put. So. All right. Two on the left, two on the right, two on the left. Grab my outlet, be right back. My arm feels like spaghetti. Because well, let's just say my shoulders really acting up. Now let me put these on. Let me do the order I was doing them, because if not. final adjustments at the end. Okay, so here we go. Last one in this room. So, if everything goes well, then I can test them all. I'll test them all right now. I mean, as soon as I finish this last one, let's see. I should have only one. Yeah, only one of each. So let's go ahead and connect this last one. But I need an outlet. You're back. All right, folks. One outlet. Without a pigtail. Because here is my ground. Doing stuff above your head is very annoying. But there's no point in pulling out a ladder or anything else just for one outlet that I could reach somewhat comfortably. This one here. Up, down, up, down. Okay, here we go. And we have our TV outlets. In fact, we have all our outlets. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a total of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the breaker. Well, the beautiful thing about these breakers is it'll give me a red light if anything's miswired. Rather, if there's a short and it, yeah. I'm going to turn on the breakers to the outlets to this room. and then and I'm going to test them. Grab a tester. I believe I hit the right button. We'll find out in a second. It's outlets bedroom 3, because this is bedroom 3. And these are the outlets. So let's give it a shot, shall we? Turn this puppy on. Isn't that nice? Okay, here we go. Green means perfect. 117 is fully correctly wired. I make sure that the green light is solid, because when I take it off, you'll see it's blinking. And it'll blink for a couple seconds and then it'll turn off. But this is just so I can read it, 117, in case I can't reach it, like in this case. 117, green. And the reason now that it's 117 and not 120 or 122 or something like that, folks, is because I'm running everything on an extension cord and all the lights are on. So it's amazing that I even got 117 volts. These two are correct. Let's go ahead and do these 4. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And all of these are tamper resistant. That's perfectly fine. They're all 117. Perfectly fine. They'll be higher when I get my power. You know, I'll let you know how much, but for the most part, this room is done. Let's move on to Grandma's room, which is going to be extremely annoying because I've got 4 outlets on the wall, not just 2. Well, same thing with Cato's room, 4 outlets on the wall instead of 2. So, I'll tell you what, folks. No, I'm not going to take a break yet. 11:30. Okay. Let me do the bathrooms. I'll do the bathroom outlets, and then I'll, because I can do those standing up, and then we'll, bear with me, folks. I gotta go pick up the outlet and all my tools, but here's one of the bathroom outlets. Let's see, this is the switch. This is the outlet. I just capped it off temporarily, but there's no power here. I'll be right back, folks. Be right back. I'll do the bathroom outlets. I got one here, one there in the guest bathroom, 2 and 2 in the other. I'll see how many I can get done and take a break at lunch for lunchtime. Nope, that's not an outlet. That's a switch. Here we go. No, you can't even see me. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Ah. Today is outlet day. Today is outlet day. Today is outlet day. I don't know how many I can get done, but I'm going to try to get them all done today. There's my singing. All right, so let's do this first. Silver. One. Silver 2. Gold, or rather black, well, gold, black. And ground. Ground 1, ground 2, ground 3. Up, down, in. Okay, next one. Oh boy. Well, might as well connected, right? I've got a, yeah, let me do that. I've got one down here that you wouldn't think there's an outlet behind the toilet, but there's an outlet behind the toilet. Because I've got a special toilet. It's a toilet bidet, hot water, hot air, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know. So let me grab an outlet for that one. Be right back. Okay, one more outlet taken care of. That one's probably the toilet outlets are probably the lowest outlets. So they're relatively annoying, but they're okay. Okay, let's go to the next room, and we'll put two outlets there and one outlet down here. So let's see here. Here's our two outlets. One. That one. And I've got that one. I'll be right back. Let me grab my see, one, two. Ah, okay, good. This one's a doozy. This one's got three. So I'll need more. I need a 5, no, 4 or 5. Be right back, folks. Grab the outlets I need. Let me, just put one here. I need one over there, one over there for the regular outlets. I'll do that now. Turn on the lights. Be right back. I've got everything I need for the 3 outlets here. Hang one there for now. Got another one over here behind you, and I am going to do that after I do the other 2. Let's do the toughest one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 4th will be this one. So. Okay. All of them are stripped. This one goes here, here, here. These go here. All right. Okay. Well, that went as expected. One down, two to go in this bathroom. These are quick. These are easy. These are fast. Got my wrench out. Let's go ahead and curl the other one up. And we'll do this thing. And I might as well, since I got the strippers in my hand, do this thing. Okay, almost done, folks. This is the tail end, as it were. One. Two. Close the other one, as I always do. Twist and three. And close this one. And now you guys want to see the last one. There, here it is. This is the outlet. Okay, folks, we got one bathroom left. Guess I'll do it now. Since we only got one bathroom left, might as well, right? Okay. But I got to move everything over there, so. Oh, my mistake. A half bathroom also, so let's do that one. And I dropped something. All right, hang on. Let me turn on the half bathroom light. Oh, that's not it. That's it. Let's see if it's a final or if it continues. Not continues, so. Alrighty. All right. I need a pigtail. And an outlet. Okay. Okay. Another one down. Now we move to the other bathroom. Tell you folks, it's nonstop. And I still have 10, 20, 30, about 40 outlets left. Just never ends, never ends. Okay, so I have got, luckily the bathrooms are only 3 each, 2 or 3 each. This one has short. There we go. Boy, this is very short. That's all right. It could work. And this one, thank goodness, I don't know, it's 2. Thought it was 1, but it's 2. Because there's another one leading over there. Okay. And I got that outlet in dark. I'll turn on the lights here in a second, folks. Actually, let me turn them on now because I can't see a thing. Be right back. Got the outlets. I got to switch the light on here. It's on this breaker. And here we go. Two more down here. All right. Three and 3. I heard something. My ears are going.